Hello everyone, welcome to another Speedpaint. Well, if you're new here, welcome anyway. This drawing gave me a bit trouble, really just perspective, that's why, because as you can see, I kind of struggle with that a little bit, trying to get the right perspective in my head. I realized it wasn't working how I wanted it to, like later, because I wasn't adding a ceiling or anything. But I ended up just, kind of giving up and using using another photo, as you will see as reference, for how I wanted the room to be laid out, because I could not figure out how to do the lines. I'm a few days late for this, but Happy New Year! I hope you're all going into the new year with bright expectations, and I wish you nothing but good things for the new year. I do have quite a bit on my plate for the new year. I'm going to be starting college this month on the 12th, so, you won't really see much of a difference in upload schedule because I don't really have one, kind of just upload stuff when I feel like it. But I won't completely abandon the channel. I do still want to make stuff. Probably still going to be doing these speed paints as a quick, easy way to pump out some content and keep people entertained. As of recently, there's been a spike of subscribers, so hello to all the new people. I thank you for joining us here. Anyway, back to the actual photo. You can see the layout I have for Lucane's room. The way I envision it, I was trying so hard to get all just the little details of it. There were certain things I wasn't able to include just because of the perspective it was in. You will hear in the paragraph that I read from that there's music playing. He has a radio, it's just not, in the frame. Oh, and I had to do a whole other thing for that, dresser. I basically went into, made a new canvas page and drew that out and stuff because it was so frustrating. And as you can see, I also drew the rooms I drew the items of the room and the room itself separately. I was trying really hard to get just all those little details I had in my head of what his room looked like as a child. I also struggled a bit with the lighting. You'll see that in a bit later, but yeah, it was kind of getting to me how I couldn't get it the way I wanted it to, but it was fine. I was able to figure it out in the end. Mainly just that I needed shadows. That was the main issue, is that shadows were not appearing in the way that I wanted them to, so I just had to tweak those around a bit. This will become apparent in other chapters, but he has this bench thing on a window. I don't know how to explain it, but on the other side of his bed, where you can't see, there is a window that has a seating area, and I wish I could have included that in the drawing, but I wanted to focus on them two specifically in the scene. Lastly, before I get to the rest, their clothing always gets to me. I kind of always have a picture in my head for how their clothing looks, but at the same time, actually drawing it out messes with me a lot. Enough of my chatter though, let's get on to the chapter reading. The door opens to a decent-sized bedroom. Small strings of light hanging from the ceiling turn on. The warm light contrasts well against the dark oak floorboards and blends with the teal walls. Lucane scampers up a small set of stairs that lead to a loft above his bed, where he has a beanbag chair, 4 shelves filled with books, and a drawer he opens to get art supplies. Briar directs Ronan to put the book down. He can feel magic surging through the seams and texture of the cover alone. Want to tell your father what you two are working on? Ronan leans on the wall with his hands in his pockets while watching them curiously. Lucane gets down from the loft with his arms full of art supplies and blocks his father from peeking inside the book. Ronan laughs. You have to wait, father. We're not done yet, Lucane exclaimed. Ronan puts his hands up defensively. All right, son, but be careful with whatever you two are messing with up here. Lucane nods. Will do. Please leave now. Ronan chuckled, ruffling Lucane's hair one more time before leaving the room and shutting the door behind him. Music plays from a radio in the room while the boys are coloring and drawing through the pages of the sketchbook. Janice brought cut-up fruit for them to enjoy while they worked on their surprise for Ronan, who wondered what the two were planning.